Alright everybody, how's it going? It's Sky Loves Pokemon, and I am doing this little video to bring up a new style of Nuzlocke that I have created, unless somebody else has, but I'm pretty sure I'm the first one that's created this. It's called Nuzlocke the Cool Mode. I got that name just out of random and has to do with my name, my real name. So, alright, I'm going to list off the rules that I have come up with. Alright, rule number 1. First of all, it is a single Pokemon run. Means that you use your starter Pokemon or a Pokemon who you want to use to replace it. Excuse me. For example, say if you have on Gold version, you start with a Cyndaquil. That would be your Pokemon until it's defeated or you beat the game. Now, this rule is like a lot of these rules are Nuzlocke. So if that Pokemon is knocked out, then you can do one or two things. One, you can use one of the Pokemon that you caught in an area and grab it out of your Pokebox, and that will be your single-use Pokemon. Or two, lose if you don't have any other Pokemon in your box, or if you don't have an HM slave. But I'll get to that later. All right. Second rule is if your starter or designated Pokemon is fainted, you must replace it, and that just kind of went into what I just said. If you cannot replace it because you don't have any more Pokemon left, then you lose. Rule 3. Just like the Nuzlocke, you can catch one Pokemon from each area, but you have to put that Pokemon into the PC or use it as a HM slave. But I'll get into that more later about the HM slave. Okay. Rule 4. You're only allowed to use rare candies only in the bringing up your Pokemon that you have to use as a replacement. Like, for example, say if you had a Cyndaquil level 28 as your single use and he dies and you have to replace it, any Pokemon that you choose to replace it, you can use rare candies for that Pokemon only, and only to bring them up to the level that that your Pokemon was at, which would be 28 if, like I said. Rule number 5. You have to have your battle style to set, so you can't switch out. Rule number 6. Your Pokemon have to have nicknames. Rule number 7. You cannot use legendaries. You must defeat the legendaries if you come across one. Rule number 8. HM slaves can only be used for a battle in games that have double battles. In that case, you can only train them in the wild or in double battles. The only exception to that would be if you had an experience share. And then the rule number 9, which is going to be interesting, you cannot use any repels. So you can either run from a battle or you battle the Pokemon, which I would suggest battling Pokemon so you can level up. So yeah, I have just described these, and like I said, this is definitely like a Nuzlocke mode, but with a little twist that I have added, and I'm going to be doing that in my Pokemon Gold Nuzlocke run because I haven't really gotten really far with it and I haven't caught any Pokemon for it, so I figured I'd just use that as the example. Alright, well, that's all for the rules, and I hope to see you guys later.